My name is Kurt Stocker, and I'll be your host for Four for All, the phenomenal new national golf tournament for foursomes where typical, average weekend warrior golfers from across the country are finally getting their chance to play on television for $1 million. At an altitude of 9,600 feet above sea level, it's one of the highest golf courses in the world. And it is against this magnificent backdrop that we are going to witness history being made here today. Today, at the Rocky Mountain Gateway Tournament, we are playing for a purse of $100,000. It is divided into four portions of $25,000 each, with $25,000 being up for grabs in each of the individual games, and the last $25,000 going to the winning team. In each game, money is paid to the fifth place finish. It is the three separate games that make a Four for All tournament what it is, a challenge to thoroughly test each team's talents from tee box to green. Because the match is fully handicapped, every team has a fair chance to win, making it an incredibly exciting and spirited competition. The easiest way to explain the games is to take a look at the Four for All scorecard. Here you see it. At the top of the card, we have the names of the players on one of the foursomes. Below them, we have three lines set aside to record the scores of the three games, which are hot ball, 2-3-4, and two-putt. The first game, hot ball, is named for the pink ball that each team has in their possession to begin the round. Hot ball rules require that each player in the foursome must play the pink ball for an entire hole in a rotation that is established on the first four holes of the round. You see these circles here? That indicates which player has the hot ball, and you take their score on that hole and drop it down to the hot ball line where the hot ball accumulates its own score. If only one team finishes with the hot ball, they automatically take first place, regardless of what their hot ball score is. And then the rest of the teams finish in the order of their hot ball scores. Now, if your team loses the hot ball, this is not a good thing. And if that happens, you mark down the hole where you lost it, and you still continue to keep the hot ball score in the same set rotation, and your foursome takes one penalty stroke for every hole that they do not have the hot ball. Game 2 is called 234. Sometimes we just say 2-3-4. And here is the line where the 234 score is recorded. And the way it works is like this. On a par 5, the foursome records the two best handicap scores, and those are added together and entered on this line. On a par 4, 3 of the foursome scores are recorded, and on a par 3, all four players' scores are used to generate the 234 score. The third game is called two-putt, and unlike the other games, all four players' scores count on every hole, and here's how it works. Once on the green, if a player sinks his or her ball in two putts, they record a 0. If the player takes 3 putts, they record a +1, and heaven forbid, should they take 4 putts, they get a +2, which is as great as the penalty can be. If the player sinks it in 1 putt, he or she gets a -1. And if a player sinks the ball from anywhere off the green, like out of a trap or even from the fringe, they score a -2. If you two-putt and get a 0, there are no marks on that hole. The scores of all four players are combined and recorded on this line, and the team with the lowest total score wins two-putt. The team that wins is the team that has the best finishing average in all three games. First place scores a 1, third place scores a 3, and a fifth place would score a 5, and so on. So the bottom line is, if your foursome finishes first in all three games, you'd have a perfect, unbeatable score of 3. Let me give you a little bit of the background on the Four for All tournament. It started about 18 years ago when our founder, Knox Munn, invited 7 friends to the cool of the mountains for 3 days of golf. And because some of the players were pretty good golfers and others were not so good, he devised these team games to be played between the foursomes, which gave everybody an equal chance to win some money. When one of the wives was heard to declare that any group of men who would leave their family to go play golf for 3 days were bad dads, that became the name of our outing. From 8 players that first year, it has continued to grow into a field of 24, and it's getting even bigger. What it comes down to is we have played all afternoon, and everything could change for everybody on these last 2 holes. That's the beauty of a 4-for-all tournament.
Get enough alcohol in my system, I can do it.
Yeah, we need more.
Settle,
No,
settle.
it's fine. Long ways. See how long?
Oh no, sit down, sit down.
Lion.
That's about as good as you can do from over there.